This year review, people, of AEW week commencing 24th of October and Rampage the week prior, because in England we get it the week prior. If you could like, subscribe and leave a comment on this video, just let everyone know I'm trying to help charity as well on here. So if I can get this channel up and running, that'd be very kind. So if everyone can support this channel, so I can support charity and support you lot as well. I like to interview people as well. So if you could actually subscribe to my channel, not just watch my videos, let's subscribe to my channel as well, people. So that'd be very nice if you could do that. So last week's Rampage, so it starts off with the Acclaimed versus Tony and Josh. Really good match, but obviously the Acclaimed won in a really good match with a good rap in the beginning. Then we had, and that was for the AEW Tag Team Championships, which the Acclaimed defended. Then we had Hook versus Davari, really good match for the FTW World Championship, which Hook won. Come on now, no one ain't beating Hook. I think Hook needs to start going towards the main stage now. I think he's probably ready for Dynamite. Then we had Layla Gray versus Willow in a really good match, but Willow wins in the end, and after the match she actually gets signed to AEW, so it's good to see that. And after the match, Jade Cargill comes out with a chair and basically saying she wants her title back from Nyla Rose. And Nyla Rose, there's a cut scene with Nyla Rose hijacking Jade's title. She got it in a car, she's driving somewhere, so we'll see what happens there. And then in the main event of Rampage last week, it was Preston versus Roos versus Orange Cassidy in a no-hold-barred three-way match. Really good match. Go and see it if you haven't watched it already. But in the end, Cassidy wins and he defends his All-Atlantic Championship. So that was really good Rampage. Then we go into the week commencing of Dynamite AEW. Starts with the JS, Jericho Appreciation Society versus the BCC. Really good match, awesome match, but BCC win. Then we have Swerve and Keith versus FTR. Really solid match. Acclaim come out and they're watching the match. But there is a bit of interference here and there and a low blow, which then Keith Lee proceeds to win. So Swerve and Keith beat FDR. That's a massive win. And they're now the #1 contenders for the AEW World Championships, Tag Team World Championships. Then we have MJF come out. So I was going to say MJF seemed like he is now a heel, but he's basically cutting a promo saying he wants to be the AEW World Champion. He wants to face the winner of Moxley versus Penta, which is the main event on this show that I'm reviewing. And he wants to do it the proper way, without not a screwy way, and not using the AEW Dynamite Championship ring, whatever you call it. So we'll see what happens there. Then we had Bryan Danielson versus Sammy Guevara in a really good match. But Bryan Danielson won. He is one of the best wrestlers in the world. Give him the AEW Championship, even if it's for one night. Damn. Then we had Orange Cassidy versus Luchasaurus, which is not happening on this show, but it's going to happen next week on Dynamite. It's been announced, so that'd be a good match. Then in the co-main, we had Rio versus Jamie Hayter in a really good match, but Jamie Hayter won in the end. And then in the main event, we had Moxley versus Penta for the AEW World Championship, which was a really solid match. You know when it's Moxley, you know you're getting smash mouth, brawling, all out action. But in the end, Moxley won. And after the match, the BCC were locked in their locker room by someone chaining the door, and then Moxley was perceived to be beat down by the Firm. And while he was beaten down, MJF came out to go and help. He wasn't going to come, but then he said, nah, he went to the back. Then he decided to help. Then he ran out to the ring, pushed off the Firm, and then told Stokely he's fired, which then the Firm turned on MJF and then beat him down and chokeslammed him through a table. So I think we can confirm MJF is a face now. Like, subscribe, and leave a comment. Thank you very much.